Captain's log, stardate 43796.2. Captain Captain Thelev reporting. The USS Galois' first mission will be to retrieve the SS Knossos, a stolen freighter. Long-range sensors may have located it around Wonka Laridan 9.
Commander Pat, when will we be arriving at Wonka Laridan? Excuse me, Commander?
Just saying that it'll be in just over 3 hours.
Ah. I don't understand. How do you know that? Do you speak Corda? Oh wait, I understand. Our ship's counselor is a full betazoid. He can read the specific thoughts of most life forms. You mean he can?
Know everything you're thinking. For instance, now you're worried that I will know all your deepest, darkest secrets. Like the time you were 5 and you snuck into your grandmother's...
Mr. Bortas, that would be quite sufficient.
And what I felt the minds of many Vulcans in the past. Yours, however, is different from any other I have read.
Well, I was not brought up in the traditional Vulcan way. No, in fact, I was raised by Endorian parents on a human colony within Orion space.
Yes, that's just what I felt.
Yes, well, since we have 3 hours, I believe I shall continue my tour of the ship. Lieutenant Schiz, would you care to accompany me? Commander Pat, you have the con. Engineer. It's good to be serving with you again, Fallout.
Yeah, it'll be just like the good old days on the USS Halibut.
Indeed.
Karen, there's something that's kind of bugging me. It's not very important, but it's still bothering me.
What, Counselor Bortas' empathic powers?
Well, that too, but Commander Pat, is it a boy order or a girl order? I wouldn't want to offend him or it.
You know, I really don't know. What is going on here?
Hi, Captain. Just some routine engine maintenance.
Captain's log, supplemental. Having contained the small fire caused by our incompetent engineer, the Galois is back on course for Wonka Laridan.
ETA of Mr. Benson.
We're arriving at the Wonka Laridan system now, Captain.
Slow to impulse. Enter a standard orbit of the 7th planet.
Aye.
Mr. Schiz, are your sensors picking up any signs of a Knossos?
Reading Lotus class freighter, markings match. It's the Knossos, Captain, but they're in a life sentence.
Well, recovering the ship will be relatively simple. But what became of the thieves who stole it? Mr. Pat, prepare and await you. Find out what you can from that freighter.
We're locked onto the bridge of the Knossos, Commander Pat. Energizing.
there are definitely no life signs and no dead bodies aboard this ship.
Maybe some stellar vortex is running rampant on the ship. Maybe it ate them. Maybe invisible space fish got them.
Mr. Hobbs, control yourself. There's absolutely nothing to support your wild speculation except for the giant invisible space species I'm reading on deck 5. You see? The logs indicate that the thief beamed to the surface shortly after entering the system. According to the logs, the thief was none other than Dr. Heinrich von Kapfachkraft.
So, the thief was Dr. Heinrich von Gottfriedkraft. Dr. Hausaufgaben, I believe you know something about this.
Yeah, he was a student with me in the university at New Berlin. He had this theory about causing developing cultures to evolve by imposing religions on them.
But that's completely contrary to the Prime Directive. Imposing on a religion on a developing society goes against everything the Federation stands for.
Yeah, this is why he was expelled.
This reminds me of something that happened on the old Enterprise. There were these space hippies, and their leader was a doctor who was insane. Insane, I say! And they stole a star cruiser, just like the Gnosis. And Spock kept saying, "I reach." And they put us all to sleep and stole our shuttlecraft. Stole the shuttlecraft, I say!
You mean you were serving on the original Enterprise?
Mr. Benson was the only security guard to have survived the original Enterprise's 5-year mission. He's been in Starfleet for 103 years.
Damn!
Anyway, Doctor, do you think that this Godbot craft might have contaminated the culture on the planet below?
In fact, this may be why he stole the Star Cruiser, to test his theories on a developing culture.
Counselor, you have
Prepared a profile of the planet's inhabitants? Yes.
Please don't do that.
Just trying to save time, ThoughtLink is a far more efficient form of communication.
Les, please wait until I articulate my thoughts verbally.
Yes, Captain. And in response to your next query, the Wankins have developed an early agricultural society. They have several rudimentary industries, pottery and such, but they have a highly rational society. They have abandoned their belief in God and now look to themselves to answer their world's questions.
Yeah, this would be the perfect world for Heinrich to test his theories.
Then we had better find him before any contamination he may introduce becomes critical. Commander Pat, prepare an elite team to search the planet.
The village is 50 meters in that direction.
These are very interesting peoples. I hope that there has been no contamination.
You say they had abandoned religion?
Yeah, this may indicate cultural contamination. Chief Medical Officer's log, stardate 43796.8. We have arrived at a settlement on Vanka Lyridon, which we fear may have been contaminated by a disaffected Federation scientist. I am meeting with the settlement's leader in an attempt to assess the damage. Chief Gugadoo, your people had given up belief in
listening. Here, watch. Oh, great Saxophone. Oh, great Saxophone. I have been really, really righteous. I have followed everything you said. I bring you this offering, 3 apples and a stick, so that in your great wisdom, you might destroy my enemy. Loricus the potter, and distributing him unto death. See?
Yeah, very effective. Galois crew, conference everyone. The contamination is very bad.
Well, it's obvious that Thelev is responsible. That disintegration trick the so-called God used was nothing more than I can do with this phaser.
Still, I didn't sense any human controlling the idol.
It could be operated by remote. We've got to get rid of it.
That feels that if we find Gottbuckcraft, we can pull the plug on the idol without upsetting the Wankens.
Yeah, and when their god no longer works, the natives will again forget.
We'd better hurry while there are still some natives left. The ship's sensors can be calibrated to locate any elements that do not naturally occur on this world.
Captain, the away team requests permission to scan for rare elements to find that insane doctor.
Very well, Commander. Initiate scan.
Reading traces of Nobelium. Nobelium, I say. That doesn't exist on Wonka naturally.
Very good, Commander. Galois to Pat. We may have found your man. Reading traces of Nobelium, 1.5 kilometers southeast of your present position.
Copy, Galois. 1.5 kilometers southeast of our position.
Was? Was ist los? Ah, Antje, it is you. How did you find me?
We found a trace of Nobelium. This element does not occur naturally on Vonka-Leridon.
Nobelium? Ach, mein feelings. That's what you get for not brushing.
Ja, Heinrich. But what have you done to this world, and why? Altering its society in order to prove one of your theories. It is too terrible.
But I have done no such thing. I have disturbed the natives in no way. I came here simply to get away from the Federation and the hassles of society.
And if my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a wagon. Anyway, if you're innocent, how do you explain the Wonkins' new belief in a god idol?
No, he's telling the truth. And besides, I don't detect anything here that can operate a god image for remote control.
You see, I'm just on holiday.
On holiday with a stolen ship at least. You're coming with us. Galois, 5 to beam up.
Captain's log supplemental. With the capture of the thief and the recovery of the stolen ship, the crew of the Galois has successfully completed our first mission. We are returning to Starbase with Nasus in tow and Gottbuckcraft in the brig.
There's one thing I just don't understand, Captain. If Gottbuckcraft was innocent, and the idol wasn't at all related to the Federation, just what was the Wonkins' god?
Well, Lord, I suppose it really was God.